What is up, guys? It's your boy Frisky coming in hot with a new report. Just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Everyone tuning in later too. Thank you guys for your support. Really appreciate it. I just want to do a quick shout out to Fancy. Hey, really appreciate you tuning in. I have to admit I do a poor job. Like, I guess kind of like promoting myself. Like, hey, I stream or whatever. And part of it's my fault. It's just sometimes I'm always super busy at work. Like today, it's just been nonstop, just freaking working. I'm like, I'm exhausted, but people like you, supporting the channel, supporting the Decentraland Report, really appreciate it so much. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in. So I got a few things I want to, bring up the report. So just want to do a shout out. Like, this is my 10th report as a Decentraland reporter, so I'm pretty excited. I'm just going down memory lane, and I'm like, holy crap, like 10 reports. Like, I can't believe I made it to the double digits. So and it's supporters like you, Fancy, and Goldilocks, like everyone, man, like just pumping me up makes it so amazing just to come here and stream for you guys, and kind of share my experiences and different events that's happening around Decentraland. So one of the things I want to, bring up for this report is I have an exclusive interview, and guess what? My first report, I had an exclusive interview with him. So now at my 10th interview, I have another interview with him. It's my boy Rezinator from Meta Party, and this is my buddy Maverick. He's just running around. I guess he wants to be part of the report too. He's a unofficial sponsor, he just kind of like hops on in. Let's see if I could bring him over here. Come here, buddy. I don't know. But yeah, so gonna hit up Rez. Oh, hey, what up, Rez? Rez is in the chat. Heck yeah. Let me go grab this toy from my buddy, man. I got him this squeaking toy, and he absolutely is amazed with it. I usually try not to give him squeaky toys, because then like at 3 a.m. he wakes me up and I'm like, oh my god, So let me just try to grab this toy from here. All right, there you go. Well, hopefully the squeaks are not too bad. But let me go pull up my Discord real quick, and let's see. Get my boy Rez. Gonna start calling him right now. Bring him on the stream. Let's see. Just turn on my camera. Squeaks are not too.
Yo, Frisky.
Yo, what's up, brother?
It's good, man. Let me get my camera on.
All right, right on, man.
Oh, what's good, man?
What's good, man? It's good seeing you, my brother.
You too, man. You too.
Heck yeah.
The streams lately have been awesome, mate, for real.
Yeah, it's really cool because, it gives you a chance to really like engage, with the community, and it's super cool, It's a really good opportunity to engage with the community. Tell everyone, like, you're part of the story and what's happening. And what's amazing with you, Rez, is with Meta Party, you guys has been killing it recently, man. And I'm super stoked for you to come here with this interview, just because like I remember my first interview was with you, Rez. So now in my 10th interview, double digits, I got you back here, man. So I'm pretty stoked, my man.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Thank you for having me on to start with. And to be honest, man, we've just been heads down, grinding constantly as much as we can. It's been a lot of work to get like Battle to Earn, CyberStrife going, especially with like the drop off in players and Decentraland, etc.
Yeah.
But if you just keep building, keep your head down, people notice that, and they notice how much work you're putting in, how much effort you're putting into it, and they love to support. The community's still here, especially the Meta Party community, and just appreciate everyone still coming through to the events, still supporting the streams. And about Battle to Earn, man, we've been developing it for like a long time. We're originally going to have it as like a parkour sort of system where there was two factions battling against each other. But to be honest with you, mate, I'm sick of hosting parkour events in a way, right? I can't do every event being a parkour, and I know the community are probably going to start losing interest if every event we do is a parkour as well, right? So we have season 2 of Parkour to Earn still in play, and the next event for that is going to be the 8th of July, I believe, or maybe the 9th, depending where you are in the world. And that's going to kind of run like at the same time as CyberStrife. So if you are sick of mining nitrate, you can go up and do a parkour. If you're sick of doing parkour, you can go mine nitrate. Just to kind of give people something extra. And yeah, it's going to be like free to attend for all Decentraland citizens. Anyone who is in Decentraland could come through and take part in Battle to Earn. But there's the main rewards, like the big USDC prizes, are going to be for like the CyberStrife army.
Right. That's awesome, man. Heck yeah. Well, I'm super pumped, man. I know a lot of people, like most of my streams always try to cover like, NFTs and CyberStrife, and I know a lot of people are excited. I've been seeing a lot of new hype happening, and I know the whole community is really excited. But, for people that's tuning in, can you just tell us a little bit about, CyberStrife, the new battle to earn, like a little bit what you got, man?
Course, mate. So CyberStrife, essentially it's an NFT project with two different factions who are at war with each other in this sort of fictional universe. The Meta Party team have got a couple of articles up on Medium that you can go and read and learn a bit more about like the background behind CyberStrife. But yeah, two different factions, and there's different ranks in each faction. You actually had some persuasion in some of the ranks. You put in some amazing ideas for the ranks made. So we have like anything from truth up to general of the faction. We try to kind of base it off the US Army ranks a little bit. It's loosely based around that, and depending what rank your NFT is, depending how much reward you get when we have the CyberStrife cryptocurrency token coming out, we want to put all of the power of CyberStrife into the hands of the owners. So we want you guys to decide how the project goes. If anyone has like votes that they want to bring to the community's attention, for example, delaying when we provide liquidity for the cryptocurrency token, then someone can make a vote about that, or ask me to make a vote about it. Before we really do anything, we kind of confirm with the community that all good, you guys want to support that, and you guys are happy to go ahead with the ideas that we've got. So we were originally going to provide liquidity for a CyberStrife cryptocurrency token after the first drop, but we didn't raise reality enough liquidity for the token. So we asked the community, like, what should we do? Should we still provide it right now with the funds that we raised, or should we wait and introduce more drops, more NFTs over time, and burn any NFTs that didn't sell? So you guys supported that, and that's what you want to do. So after the first drop, we released quite a lot of NFTs in the first drop, all like 20 ranks in the first drop. And then anything that wasn't sold, we just removed it from the OpenSea Marketplace. We burned it forever, kind of like what other creators, Wearables, etc. They burned it from the marketplace. So we did that with any NFTs that weren't sold. And we then put in it for a second drop. We introduced different types of ranks, like drill sergeants, recruits, mechanics, and they're all going to have their own utility within Battle to Earn beta version. We're launching Battle to Earn alpha version tomorrow on the 7th of July at like 10 p.m. UTC. We've got our alpha version of Battle to Earn coming out, and yeah, you're going to essentially be able to go around the Meta Party HQ. We've got like 12 parcels to build upon, and you can mine nitrate, complete quests, battle against like waves of minions to reach like a boss level, and progress your spacecraft. That's on the Intergalactic Highway. We're trying to keep everything themed around the actual NFT project. It's a very like futuristic cyberpunk themed NFT project. We're trying to like replicate that in a role-playing game in Decentraland.
Yeah.
Instead of just having a parkour where you battle against each other, we want to really take it to the next level where eventually you can fight against each other in faction wars. It's going to be something like very far down the line in beta. Cool. We essentially want anyone who owns a cyber droid to be able to battle against the party police, and vice versa.
That's going to be cool, man.
And yeah, it's going to be sick. I've never seen like a sword fight against characters in DCL, like avatars fighting. I haven't seen that yet, and I know in the past DCL kind of didn't want it to come across. Like, do you remember the gun fiasco when we had a gun? We didn't want the gun coming out because it looked dangerous. Yeah. So I wonder how they're going to react when we actually create a fighting game. But the community seemed to really like the idea, and we're really pumped to get it going, man.
That's awesome, man. And I'm super excited too. Like, as soon as you guys dropped CyberStrife, and I think it's a few months ago, like, I fell in love with the artwork. I was like, man, this is super cool, man. And, I tried to tell myself, I was like, all right, Frisky, you only gonna pick up one, but then one became two became 5, then it became 7. I was like, I'm so addicted, man. They're just so super cool, man. I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed like all the unique updates that's coming through, and you even got the battle axis that's gonna be dropping here shortly, huh?
Yeah, so for drop 3 out of 5, so again, like as I was saying earlier, we actually asked the community, like, should we introduce more drops? We had a suggestion from Unchained, who's another owner. He said, why not introduce more drops as we go along gradually? So we don't want to just keep releasing different ranks. And kind of back in the collection, we want to introduce like weapons and sort of upgrades that you can do to your actual CyberStrife NFTs from now on. So drop 3, we're going to be introducing 3 different axes for sale, and there's going to be 1 airdropped to all CyberStrife owners. So if you own a CyberStrife NFT, you'll get an axe. If you own 7 like yourself, you'll get 7 axes. And eventually you're going to be able to craft them axes together in beta version. So you can put 2 green axes together, which is the 3 airdrop axe, and upgrade it, and then put 2 and 2 together and upgrade it for to get like a super one, and just keep going from there. And we're only going to make as many axes as there is CyberStrife NFTs that haven't been burned. That was a suggestion on stream today from Joker. He was coming up and he was saying, if you do drop these axes to everyone, only make the axes the same amount as how many NFTs have been bought and owned. Don't make ones for NFTs that have been burned. Hopefully this will then increase a floor price of the axes on the secondary market, because at the moment, when someone buys a CyberStrife NFT, we've been giving them just a basic wearable. No matter if you bought it off someone else, say if you even rebought the NFT, we'd still earn your wearable. We're not going to be doing that with the axes. That will hopefully bring the price of the axes up on OpenSea. So if someone actually sells the CyberStrife, they also have to buy the green axe.
Nice.
You only get the airdrop when they come out. And then, that's what every other NFT collection that I really look at do. For example, Bored Ape, you don't sell a mutant ape with a normal ape. You've got to buy them separately, So that's what we're going to do with the axes coming out tomorrow. They're all different price points, and in the beta version, which we expect to launch in 3 weeks after the alpha, we're going to introduce like attack and mining bonuses for these axes. So we have a yellow, blue, and red axe coming out. The yellow axe is an attack strife axe. That's going to give you a +3 attack bonus. Blue axe is a mining axe. That's a +3 mining bonus. And this big mega red axe is a +5 attack and mining bonus. There's only 10 of those available at all. Nice. We're never going to release any more weapons, mining materials, or anything similar to the axes. That's going to be the only sort of weapon we actually ever drop. And in the future, it's going to be, as I said, like some sort of potion, but like not a potion, something themed around like the CyberStrife, cyberpunk, that thing that we've got going on. So you're going to be able to corrupt your robot, put them into like a hacked robot, You'll get airdrop a brand new NFT for just owning and using that sort of potion. But that's all coming in drop 4 and 5 down the line. And then after drop 5, hoping that we've raised enough liquidity from all these drops to then put a vote to all the owners. Guys, are we ready to provide liquidity? Does it look good now? Are you guys happy with it? Is the token going to be safe if we drop in there with the right liquidity? Because the worst thing to happen would to be like, provide liquidity when we didn't have enough, and then once you get your free airdrop for owning your NFT, you can just sell the token and the price goes to zero. And because there isn't enough liquidity, it's not going to support it. And we need to introduce these drops to be able to make that token safe for everyone. And then we want to implement a token into the RPG Battle to Earn, so it all kind of links into itself down the line.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I'm super excited for it. And, you guys are really patient too. Like, you guys are doing it like really smart because, just like what you said, you want to have enough liquidity. And it's so tempting to be like, F it. Let me just launch it tomorrow, But you guys are doing it like the correct way just because, you're trying to make it safe. And one thing that's really unique about MetaParty too, like I've learned, over, I don't know how long, man, it's like you guys really take input for, the community. You actually hear what we say, and then you're like, man, that's awesome. You know what? We will implement that, going forward. And that's really unique, especially with a project to really take, people's considerations, and, valuable advice, man, which is pretty awesome. This is my dog too, by the way, Maverick. He just wants to say what's up.
He's dope, man. He's dope. What type of dog is it?
He's a lab.
Oh wow, nice man.
Yeah.
I've got a lab back home in England as well.
Oh, you do? Nice.
yeah. I've got an old 15-year-old lab that barely walks around anymore. She just kind of shrugs along.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, we take literally everything the community say. Like, we try to implement anything that's a reasonable input. Like, say if someone said, give everyone $1,000, right?
Yeah,
like,
of course,
we can't just do, yeah. But any sort of valid input that people have, we're more than open to listen to. And if we can implement it, then we will definitely do it. Like, for example, we've got people talking about the parkour course at the moment. When you get close to the boundary, it starts to lag and stuff. So we're going to try and put a box around it. And the community really help us improve our events, improve our collections. And we need the input from the community to keep things going, to, make everyone happy. Like, for example, CyberStrife, we're always open, and we always need the input of like people like you, mate, you know, like the Wheels who have like 7 NFTs, for example. We need you guys to tell us what you want to see, what we can really do to make this project go to the next level, because, you know, we try to come up with as many unique and creative ideas as we can, but sometimes you're just sitting there banging your head against the wall because you can't think of anything else. So, yeah, you need the input from the owners, and we really value everyone's opinion. And, you know, I don't think we'll be in the position where we are today with like 5.2k Discord members, lots of people come to the events if we didn't take input from the community, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That's awesome, man. And yeah, man, you know, I'm really excited, dude. Like, it's really unique, you know, especially like, you know, I brought it up many times already. Like, you know, I remember one of my first Decentraland, I guess, you know, moments I always remember was like, you know, when I hit you up, I was like, hey, man, you mind if I go to the fashion week, you know? And then all of a sudden, you know, I got on board, got really involved in the community. I'm like, man, you guys are awesome. So, you know, it really means a lot to see, you know, you guys flourish and, you know, 100%, you know, back you guys up, man. And I'm really excited for, you know, all the future endeavors, man, you know, so it's really awesome.
Sure, man. I mean, an awesome experience in general, Metaverse Fashion Week. To look back upon now, mate, like we've learned a lot from that event, like so much we learned from that event, and we've tried to implement what we've learned in every event moving forward. But it was so much work.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Wow, 3 days was probably like the most hectic days I've had in the Metaverse ever. Like we try to go all out, put the foot on the pedal constantly when developing and building, but that Metaverse Fashion Week was something else, man. It really was.
I bet, man. Yeah, I felt bad because I know like you guys had to put so much effort, you know, behind the scenes, man, just to make it. But it was a successful event, and you guys just been taking it up. You know, you guys been doing some unique things, and you know, I'm really excited too. Like this is my 10th episode as a Decentraland reporter, and to have you on back again, you know, it's super awesome, man. You know, and heck yeah, and then you've been fancy too. She wrote in the chat. She said the Metaverse Fashion Week shows were awesome. You did a great job. So, you know, from the community too, like, you know, you got so much recognition from the community, and, you know, a lot of us, you know, especially me, you know, I support you guys because you guys just doing awesome things all the time, especially like, you know, your other engagements too, like how you implement like Kahoot challenges like almost every other day, you know, like, you know, it takes time to do those kind of things, but you always try to find unique ways to engage with the Decentraland community, because sometimes, you know, people want to try something new, you know, and incorporating those different methods, you know, engages people in a different level, because, you know, those Kahoot challenges, they're super fun, man. You know, sometimes, you know, they kick my ass, man, because like I'm like this with the button, I'm like, all right, I'm ready, you know, and then I press the wrong button, I was like, no, and then, you know, I was like ranked number 1, and all of a sudden now I'm in 5th place. I'm like, ah, oh, dang it.
They're so much fun, they really are. And what we try to do with Kahoot is actually make our own Kahoot like questions instead of just using a random one. I mean, we do that sometimes. It goes to crap, right? Some of the science ones we did. So we normally start with like a Kahoot that we've made about CyberStrife or Meta Party, for example, and then after that one's finished, people are like, well, we want another one, man. So I mean, I'm not going to say no, right? Let's do it. Let's do another one, and we have to search for a Kahoot while we're actually on the stream, and I look at one and I think, all right, this looks decent. I'll click start, and then it's just like a science quiz, man.
A science quiz, yeah. Like you have to be like an engineer, physician to like get most of the stuff. I'm like, oh crap, man, you know. Jeez, man.
We've got loads of ideas for like future just free to attend events as well. So Battle to Earn, if you go to the land right now, you can see it's on like level 1, and we have a lot of room to go up because of that 12 parcel plot we have. It's like super tall, mate. It's so tall.
Yeah, it's like, massive.
It's massive. Like the height limit of where it's now, like the dancing avatars, you could build like the entire build on top of it again. So we have so much more room to like go up with levels, introduce different sections for like the festival fit. So we have like so many wearables that are out right now, and they've actually sold out. And we want to continue to update roadmaps for our wearables. So we don't just want to stick with the utility it was released with, because sometimes, you know, the owners of that wearable like might not keep up with the utility. Like the loyalty wings, for example, you need to like post a picture at every event, and we had like 3 people doing it out of 100 owners, mate. So it was like, clearly this is not as interesting as what it sounds, and this is not like driving the floor price up. So we need to change the utility around it. So in the next week, we're going to introduce a massive roadmap with every single wearable we've ever released, with an updated utility on it, which I'm super excited to release. We've been working on that for like maybe 3 weeks, finding new utility, everything that we can actually provide and put together. So I'm super stoked to get that going as well. There's a lot of exciting things coming in Meta Party over the next like week or two, man, for sure.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I know, speaking for myself and with most of the community too, we support you guys. We're excited to see all the new stuff that's happening. And yeah, man, it's really awesome to have you on board today and, explaining like the new updates that's coming. And man, super excited, brother. And you're freaking awesome, man. You're a legend, dude,
Thank you, Frisky, man. Appreciate it. I really appreciate having me on as well. I'm happy to come anytime, mate. And we definitely get you on one of the YouTube lives that we've been doing lately.
That'll be super cool. Heck yeah.
Even just to co-host me, have a chat, make it interesting. Instead of just everyone sitting there listening to my horrible accent for the entire time.
Not at all, man. Sometimes, like when I do my streams, I'm just like, man, I feel like, I keep talking or blabbering after a while. I'm like, these guys are probably like, F Frisky, man. You just need to shut up, man, And I'm just like, oh, man, it starts, I don't know. But it's really cool to co-host because, you have two different personalities interacting, engaging with the community, and it's super cool. And I welcome that opportunity anytime, man, So, yeah, whenever you want to do a YouTube live, man, just let me know, man. I know my schedule is like it's a little off sometimes. Sometimes, like, I'll get off early, but then, like, today it was like I got off at 5:30, and I was like, I hate my life, man,
For sure, man.
Yeah.
It's brutal, yeah. I mean, it's so hard to find a sweet spot with everyone in the community. Everyone's like, it's a global space, you know what I mean?
I know, yeah.
Across the world. So even when hosting events, hosting live streams, you just kind of got to stick to a time that works for you, right? And then hopefully your community just builds around that time that you're hosting the events on, instead of being like, oh, I'll change it because I think not enough people turning up and more people turning up at this time, and then it just wrecks your schedule and everything, and you're rushing to get the stream out and stuff, and it's like, yeah, you just got to stick to what suits you, mate, and hope people come around it,
Heck yeah, no, I agree. And plenty of times I thought too, like, maybe I should do it earlier, maybe I should do it in the weekends, but eventually down the line I might change it, because what's unique about the Decentraland is you got to take everyone's kind of like their time into consideration, because you're in the UK, you're 4 hours ahead, so I have to try to most of the times, I know this sounds cheesy, but sometimes I'm like, oh shit, Meta Party's doing something 7 p.m. and let me put my alarm clock so I don't forget. Oh, there's another event happening Pacific Standard Time. Wait, I gotta subtract some hours, and I'm like, oh crap, man, starts getting pretty crazy, man. But
that's a headache.
Yeah.
That's a headache, mate. And especially when in the UK when the clocks go ahead, oh my god, the full team are messed up for 3 days. It's just messing with me constantly. And coming over to America, mate, I put a few announcements out the first couple of days I got here, and I was still using the UK time zone because my brain just didn't make the switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a fun space to be in, mate. It really is.
Dude, I agree, man. Even Fancy too. He just wrote in the message. Let's see. My bad. I need my glasses, so sometimes I'm just staring really close. So I do apologize. I think Meta Party is the only creator group I've seen sell out single wearables. That is true, Fancy. Hey, you're absolutely right, man. Meta Party is every time there's wearables shops, you gotta be quick, man, or you gotta set an alarm clock, because if not, it's gonna go by, man. I remember one time you did, I think it might have been the festival fit, or it was a mythic drop, and literally in 15 minutes it was gone, man. You blinked and that was it, man.
Yeah, and a lot of people get annoyed with that, to be honest, because they really want to pick up the wearable and flip it. So then, to start with our mythic wearables, we were doing pre-sale for other people that own other wearables. So if you have a certain wearable, you can access it in pre-sale and you get a discount. And then we had people messaging me saying, well, I own that wearable, and I only saw the message a day later, right? So
I know, man.
I was like, okay, that might help, right? It might give you some more hours to try and pick one up. Boom, sold out in 15 minutes. And it's right, I'm not complaining at all, but and also I think it's more down to the designer. Yumi is just insane. He really is. He creates so many dope collections, man. He's I think made 75% of all our wearables, and everyone he's ever made is sold out within a day or within a couple of hours. They just go, and it's probably because of how often we host events and how dope the designs are collectively. We've been doing events now for over a year in the space, almost every day, mate. So it's been a real grind, right? And we slowly and surely built up the community. But it's not just about getting the wearable out and selling it out and making the money back. It's not about that. It's about like actually rewarding owners. I'm really, really big on like actually allowing people to flip the wearables. To be honest, like I like the idea that someone can pick it up for 10 mana and flip it for 25 a couple of weeks later. I like that idea a lot. Like I want to allow our community to do that, and I want to encourage it, and I want to like boost it as much as I can and help that grow, and like really reward the people who are picking up our wearables. So then the next drop, you know, they can pick one up and sell it again for a profit, and it just continues to go, man. I'm really big on that. I've been trying to do it with like burning the CyberStrife NFT, so anything that wasn't sold, burn it. So then the only way you can actually pick one up is from an owner. It's not from us, it's from you guys who already supported the project. And if you want to sell it to buy a better one, for example, then that's what you can do when we actually burn the NFTs. Like, we're all about that.
No, yeah, absolutely. And, you know, even Fancy just wrote too a few things. Hey, Fancy, you're awesome, man. And Fancy, the prices are very fair always. Yo, absolutely. You know, one of the things that threw me off too, Fancy, was like, I remember seeing like, I think it was a mythic job you did, and it was like, I don't know, like 10 mana or something like that. It's pretty much like a gift, man. And I was like, what the heck, man? You know, because most mythic jobs, like, you know, they're pretty in the high scale, you know, high end number or whatnot. And then like, you know, you always have affordable prices, and, you know, that helps the community, because sometimes, you know, people don't have like, you know, not balling with mana all the time. Hey, Maverick says hi, by the way. You know, he's just kind of like peeked me through. He says hi, Fancy, and Rez.
What's good, my
but yeah, you know, that's pretty awesome. You know, like you know, you help the community out, because, you know, sometimes people are not balling with mana, especially like, you know, the bear market. Not a lot of people, you know, people are kind of struggling post COVID. Well, we're still kind of COVID, you still people. But yeah, you know, like, it's really nice that you do those kind of things, and people see that, you know, it has, you know, huge visibility. The community sees that, and that's why you get a lot of support too. And that's why, like, yo, at a party, oh, they drop a new freaking, you know, that's why you got to put on those alarm clocks, man, because like, if not, they're gonna go by, man.
For sure, man, for sure. We got to let people know a couple of days in advance before we're doing one, just so everyone can have like the date ready. I'll have people messaging me saying, could you postpone the date a little bit? Come on, I picked up 5 wearables. Could you push back the launch date a couple of times? I really want to do it, but then it's like, it's not fair to the other 15 or 20 people who's wanting to pick up that mythic as well. So it gets complicated, man. But we always focus on making things affordable, always. Like, even the CyberStrife drops, like, we originally listed the cheapest couple of ranks for like, so since ETH has dropped, the actual mint was like maybe $2 or $3 because of ETH dropping. At the time it was like $5, $6, right?
Yeah.
And because ETH dropped, it's like they spend $2 on actually purchasing it, and now the floor price is like $18 for all of them. So we're just trying to keep that going, keep it boosting. And the wearables we create, we always make sure it's like the sickest design we can possibly put together. Like, we don't just push a cheap one out, you know, like the Bitcoin logo in the middle or something, and be like, hey guys, you know, pick up this wearable for 20 mana or whatever. It's all like the best design we can possibly get with utility at a really affordable price. And I feel like that is the sweet spot. If you can put all that together, then you're just going to create quite a successful wearable brand, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, man.
I agree. Let's see. Actually, Fancy wrote again. Let's see. Do you have an OpenSea link? I don't think I've ever seen the NFTs. Oh, I am glad you said that, Fancy. I got my homeboy Nightbot, and I got him like straight for this. Hopefully it works. So let's see. CS Strife. Let's see. This works.
You're professional with all these Nightbot things. I really didn't realize how complicated it is to actually stream, man.
It is. It's kind of.
It is. Yeah. Like, even like switching through screens, like Ari's, you know, the god Ari, he's got like all these weird like template things that look so dope around his ready stream. And when he switches over to like Decentraland from a tab he doesn't want people to see, he's got like a be back soon screen. I have no idea how to set that up at all, man.
It's not easy, man. I mean, from like the first stream with you, Rez, like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of overwhelmed, because I was like, man, I don't really know OBS studios like that, you know? So I was like tripping out. But after a while, like, you know, knowing like the scene transitions, and I did have major help like figuring out how to mess with the scenes and stuff. But yeah, man, you let me know, and we can set time aside. I can help you set up those stuff. I mean, it's not easy, man, because I'm like, oh crap, you know, Nightbot was kicking my ass too, man, because for some reason he would just start blocking people from the chat, and I'm like, what the heck, man? That's a no-go. But hey, Fancy, I dropped the link for the OpenSea, the CyberStrife. Check it out. It's really awesome, man. You know, I highly suggest that everyone everyone else tuning in, check it out, man. Get involved with the community. Yeah, man. And yeah, dude, Rez, dude, I know it's tough dealing with this stuff, man. Believe me, I know, man, because I had to watch numerous YouTube videos because I was like, oh crap, I don't understand. Maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew, man.
Right, for sure, man. I mean, I'm literally into I think it's like my fourth stream literally ever made. But I'm already seeing a big difference in like how many people can actually come through and watch the stream. So in Meta Party, we've just done Discord calls.
Yeah.
Right? Once the Discord call is done, it's gone forever. No one can watch the game unless I record it.
Exactly.
I do a stream, it's just uploaded to YouTube straight away after. If you missed it, you can come through and watch it again. You want to see like who won a giveaway in the past, you can come through and watch it at a later time, and it's perfect for me, literally. So I definitely get onto the transitions and upgrade the sort of quality of the streams a bit. Like I remember the first one I did, I was sitting there with OBS open for like maybe 10 minutes at the start of the stream. I didn't even edit it even. I just put it straight on YouTube, and I was like, oh, I didn't know like that's not meant to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not even like in my spare time, I don't even really watch that many streams. Like I'll watch you, I'll maybe watch the Godari, people who I'm actually like friends with in the space. I'll come and support you guys, but I never watch streamers that much from like myself, so I don't know what the quality needs to be like. But then I kind of clicked on and I was like, I shouldn't be sitting on OBS for like 10 minutes at the start of the stream, man. And I got so happy when I figured out you can put a scene into OBS.
Yeah.
And you can upload an image and it's like behind you, so the image is like up here, for example. And I was like, oh, that's dope, man. It's just upgraded my screen so much, you know.
Heck yeah, man.
So, yeah, man. It's a lot harder than what it looks, for sure, mate. And like, hats off to you, how smooth the streams have been recently. Like, being killed for sure.
Hey, thanks, brother. Hey, and I really appreciate the support, man. Because when I first started, I gotta admit, the first 2 streams, even my test stream, I was like, it's rough. Like, I'll just leave. I'm like, oof. Start sweating. I'm like, oh man, that was pretty rough, man. Just like, like it was starting to echo, or starts doing all this crazy stuff, or I don't know, man. I'm like, man, this is stressful. But now, like, I'm like, oh, finally, I'm starting to get the the hang of it, And Fancy also said too, the CyberStrife collection, it's pretty awesome. So like again, man, like the community backs doing this, and really excited, man, for like what the future holds, and I know everyone in the community is going to be shocked to see like all the great things you guys are going to be putting out.
Sure. I mean, the biggest thing to take from Battle to Learn, like tomorrow, it's going to be the simplest form of that game you're ever going to see, right? It's literally launching in like, I would even say it's going to be pre-alpha, but we don't want to delay it any longer. We don't want to be like, oh, it's going to come next month. I'm done with like waiting for Battle to Learn to come out. I want it to start now, even if it's in the most basic versions in RPG. We need to get it going. It's going to have like user interfaces and everything. You're going to be able to level up and like fight bosses. But as we go on, every single week we're going to be adding brand new developments to it.
Nice.
Every single week, no matter what, for the entire year. So there'll be like essentially 52 development updates every single year, and you can check the progress of it in the Meta Party Discord. Every time we update something, we're going to put an announcement out in there, so you guys can check it. If you have some suggestions, leave them in the Meta Party Discord as well. We're more than happy to hear any suggestions you guys have, some feedback on it, even if it's like constructive criticism. We still want to hear it, right? Like, what can we improve upon? Our first time ever putting together like a game. I've even had to start learning code for it, which I never thought I would even consider trying to learn code, right? I'm just not the type of person that would try and do that. Like, my patience is not, like, it's already taken up by the building, my patience, right? So, so code is like another level of it, man. I had to be learning for Battle to Earn, and I'm just lucky that I've got a good team behind us at Meta Party. T3 is an animal as well when it comes to like coding and developing. He's got so many amazing ideas for CyberStrife and Battle to Earn. He's the guy who essentially like made a pivot from just a basic parkour battle into like an RPG, into something we can truly develop over time and make it super like interactive and fun for the owners. And hopefully, as we develop it, as it gets better, as the player base increases, so will the floor price of CyberStrife, so will the attention around the collection, and hopefully everyone's NFTs will eventually go to above 1 ETH. That would be dope, right? That would be super sick to see. I bet it's very far down the line, but that's just like one sort of mini goal on the way of what we really want to create with this project. We want to really make it like official, make it like it's probably already the biggest project we've ever worked on in terms of an NFT collection or like an experience, and we're only going to keep developing it and make it more impressive and more interactive. And we're looking to looking to make it a proof of concept for alpha and beta. So we're looking to make it a proof of concept because we haven't applied from the DAO. We've used our own money from our own pockets. So for example, in alpha, we have 3 weeks of alpha. Each week we're going to be giving away a total of 500 USDC. There's going to be a 200 USDC raffle every single Thursday for CyberStrife owners only.
Nice.
On top of that, we're going to have 300 USDC available in quests, so you can complete a quest and get a USDC bonus. Depends how quickly you complete the quest, how well you complete it, depends on how much USDC you receive. Then as we move into like beta, we want to do bigger rewards for certain ranks. So like General of the Faction, if you own that, you'll get a bigger reward in USDC and a bigger chance of winning these weekly giveaways because you have a higher rank. But yeah, we've been funding it all through our own pockets for alpha version, you know, just reinvesting in the meta party, reinvesting in the collection. Hopefully, eventually, like very far down the line, we might look to put in for a proposal from Decentraland so they can help us, because we would need to hire more staff members to help with the development, and we want to pay them a salary down the line, right? And that's what we would really like want the grant for. We can fund all of our collections through the support of, you know, everyone picking up our through the support of everyone picking up our wearables. You know, we can already fund that, like right now, like the wearables, etc. So why apply for a DAO grant when we can do it already, right? People can see how much we've made in wearable sales, all NFT projects we did in the past. So, you know, why apply for a grant when we can do it ourselves, get it going ASAP, you know, and then down the line apply for a grant when we actually need it, instead of just putting it out and saying, hey, can we have 60,000? And we'll do this and this. Like, we actually want to need it before requesting it, if you know what I mean.
No, and that's awesome.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, mate.
No, I was going to say, and that's awesome too. And I know the community would really appreciate that too, because, you know, everyone has visibility of all the projects that's going on and stuff. And, you know, when they see you putting out your own cash that you could be using for paying bills or whatever, to supporting this project. And whenever you go down the line, when you have that proof of concept and you're like, hey, you know, I've been doing this, I've been putting out my own cash, it's made it to this point, you know, I think the community is really going to see that, like, wow, this is, you know, magnificent. You know, it's brilliant that you guys did all of this on your own. We have so much respect for you, and this is great. You've been taking feedback from the community, and I wouldn't see why not, like, a DAO proposal would be passed, you know, and it's awesome. And even Fancy just wrote too. Let's see. I think you've proven your commitment to the community, but I definitely respect that approach too. That's awesome. So you even heard from Fancy too. Like, you know, you've proven MetaParty's been established. Like, you know, we've seen all your efforts you've been putting, you know, and the community sees it. And, you know, I respect the approach you're going to. And I think whenever you reach that line where you're like, all right, we want to put the DAO proposal, whatever, I'm 100% confident people will definitely back you guys up, because, you know, you guys been putting in a lot of time, especially behind scenes, even like the Kahoot challenges every day. You're still taking time. You're on vacation right now in Florida, but you're here, you know, you're like, oh, you know, we got to keep the engagement going, you know, so that shows the hard work, the determination, you know, because you can easily say, I'm on vacation, you know, I'm gonna brush it off. No, you actually are on vacation in Florida, you know, in the States, and you're still like, all right, you know, we got to create some more content. What can we do, you know? So, and that shows, you know, and everyone respects effort, especially me, you know?
Thank you, mate. Thank you. I mean, it's just a non-stop grind constantly, and to be honest, you notice it in the own community, and I hate to see like engagement drop off, and I hate to see all them sort of stuff. People can say that's like being I've seen a lot of like YouTubers talk about it when engagement drops off on videos, etc. Like they get paranoid, and you got to kind of block it out. But it's different in this space, right? Like when you don't host events for a couple of days a week, the people who come through the event, it generally does drop. Engagement does drop because you're not being as active. And I don't want that to happen, especially when we've got such big projects and plans coming out. So even though I'm on vacation, man, it's still grind. We're still doing every day while we're here. Literally, I might go out outside in the pool for an hour when I'm done at night or something. But that's about it, man. It's been a constant grind, and we're just gonna keep going. Like I'm here for like a month and a week, and I'm even going like a different state, which I was talking to you about. I'm even going to be working when I'm there. You know, it's just it's a non-stop grind, mate. It really is. But back to like the DAO proposal a little bit. Like we did one in the past, like a long time ago, and it got a lot of support from the community. We got like 100 votes on it. We only got one no vote on it, and it was only like for like a 9,000 no vote. And we had like 700k for yes, but we didn't have enough to pass the threshold. It was for Genesis Plaza tours, because this was when a lot of people were starting to come into the space. There was a lot of people in Genesis Plaza, and those people were just sitting there, and I would go in Genesis Plaza myself, right, and I would see people just spawning in and saying, hey, what can I do, and no one would help them. There wouldn't be no one there to help them at all. Like, this really has to change, otherwise all these people coming in are just going to leave because they're going to think there's nothing to do, right? So we put in a proposal for tours. We said, would the DAO like to fund like a support team that could host tours and be able to water programs, and they can actually work for Decentraland, be part of the foundation, be part of the DAO. The DAO in a way supervises it and like checks if we're doing our like a good job at it, and we would need to like check everyone, interviews with them. We were going to do that, but like the it didn't pass. It didn't get enough votes. You know what I mean? At least it didn't get shut down, and there wasn't loads of no votes. Like literally 1 for 9,000 was like the only no vote. But we really thought about it after that, and we were like, right, we're not going to do a DAO proposal unless we genuinely need it, and we can't survive without it. You know, like that's the only time we're really going to do a DAO proposal. We're not even going to do one for Genesis Plaza. Like we could have resubmitted it and got a few wheels to notice it, maybe put it to Decentraland because we were working with them on Fashion Week, so we could have put it to them, but I didn't decide to put it to them. I just wanted to see what the community reaction was around it, and you know, we could have did it again and got it approved, but then again it's like, right, that would have took everything away from Meta Party. We would have been really focused on these Genesis Plaza tours. We decided to kind of just sack that idea off since it didn't get passed and just go back into Meta Party 110%, all about Meta Party, developing ourselves, the brand, you know, and I think it's really been working over the past couple of months, just focusing on ourselves, you know, like we even were like taking payment for events in the past. Like we would say, like we had partners that were coming through and paying us to host an event, and that was taking up so much time and it wasn't helping our community, and it was just like, right, we're the only ones who's profiting from this, our community's not profiting from it, like what is the point here, you know? So we stopped doing that as well. We were like, right, no more like paid events or anything, no more getting hired for an event. We're just going to focus on our community, ourselves, and try and get it going and really like take it off the ground. And the Discord numbers started to go up, like the people attending the events, the quality of the engagement of the community. Like there's like a solid like 50 people who always come to Meta Party events and take part in the parkour and retweet and help with the streams out and everything. So we've really built like a solid community around that big Discord group. So it's been dope, man. It's been a long grind for sure. Yeah, I think we've been doing events for over like a month and a year now. So in total, it's like 250 events or something.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's a grind, man. It really is. Like it seriously is. Like I don't even want to know how many Discord calls, how many hours on Discord I've spent, how many hours in the builder. I don't even want to know, man. Honestly.
And the builder too, man. Like I seen it. Like I've been in the Discord calls too, and I see you in the builder, and then all of a sudden like it crashes or it's slow. So that's why I always say you have the patience of a monk, man, because like sometimes like you're trying to hit that green button to go up, but then it clicks the red and it just goes to like the side, and you're like, oh, what the heck, man, you know? But you keep your composure pretty well too. Like, oh crap, man, you know, I would have been losing my crap, man. But
I think I'm used to it. I think I'm just used to it now. When I first started using it, every time that would happen, it would make me just want to punch the screen, literally, like throw my computer out the window when it crashes or something. Like the most annoying thing is you'll make something for like 3 hours, right? And you'll spend so much time on it, but you'll just forget to save it and download it in the top corner. Like you won't click the save button to download the scene, and you'll think, oh, I should be able to hop into preview and hop back out. I haven't did that much difference, and then you hop out of preview, boom, it's gone, it's crashed. You reload the scene, and all of your work you've did in that 3 hours is just disappeared and gone forever, literally. So it's that is the most annoying thing. And Decentraland really need to do something about the builder. Like if you compare it to Sandbox Builder, it's not even a competition, mate. It's really not. Like the Sandbox Builder, you can essentially code in that builder without even needing to know code. Like they've got assets in there that are so much more advanced than like the toolbox that the Decentraland has. It's just miles ahead. That builder is miles ahead. You can cut things out. You can just drag and cut instead of having to individually place and, you know, create a weird shape out of walls to make a door. You can literally just cut a door out and put a door in. And
oh wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's super sick. And you can like, you know, on like it's like Blender, you can drag everything, like, and you can like copy like a couple of things at once, right? So you can select multiple objects just by dragging a box over it, and it'll select all those things. You can move them all individually. Instead of having to control, click, just to move a couple objects in Decentraland. Even simple things like that, like Decentraland really need to up that builder. And I always say, like, someone needs to put a proposal through. If you have the ability to create a better builder for Decentraland in any way, or if you know someone who could, or if you know a project that could really help Decentraland out, please, like, look for those sort of people who can really help this builder. I haven't got time to to help and try and find people who can do it, and I don't have the capability myself to improve the builder, but we really need that improved and developed like so much more. It needs to go to a different level than what it's at now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 100% agree with you. That's why I remember trying to mess with the builder before. I was like, oh, there's no way in hell I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna let me just drop this, man, because this is like making me lose my mind. But that is absolutely true. I think there should be a massive update for the builder, because sometimes it is pretty heartbreaking when you're doing some updates and all of a sudden it kind of like crashes and you lose all your progress. And man, it is pretty damn tough. And Fancy also wrote too. Let's see. At times, even just being an active community member feels like a full-time job. I respect all creators. Hey, absolutely agree, Fancy. And sometimes I feel like I don't do my part in the community. I try to do, bring as much content as I can in the Decentraland Report, but sometimes during the week, I try my best, and it's usually because like I'm working odd hours, and then, I feel like, crap, man, I missed this event, this person's gonna hate me, man, like, crap, man, like, I missed another event, and it's pretty tough to try to keep, being an active member in the community is pretty tough too, and even like for you, Rez, man, like being an active member and a content creator, like it's like a double job there, man. Like it's tough, man.
It's almost impossible, man. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like,
absolutely.
I wish I could spend so much more time inside Decentraland than I already do. Like, I only get to spend maybe like 3 hours a week actually in Decentraland attending other people's events, because I'm just constantly building, constantly having meetings with other people as well, with collaborators, with people who would also help Meta Party, who we can help. Always busy. Any free time I get, and I've got a family as well, so any free time I get, I want to spend with them. But it's like, I need to spend more time in Decentraland, go to other people's events, network a bit more. That's what I did when I first came in the space. And like, I get what you're saying. You do feel a bit guilty about it. You're like, shit, like I could be doing more, I could be going to more events.
Yeah.
But it's even when you've got a full-time job in real life, man, and you just want to switch off when you come home and just relax just for the night because you've had a hard day, and you're like, right, I got to get into this event. Like, no one should really feel like that, right? Like, everyone should just have a good time. Come in when you feel like it, mate. Come in, like, at least that's what I say for Meta Party events, right? I would never be mad if you missed an event ever, mate. Never be mad at that, ever, man. Like, it's natural that people just want to chill and just relax when they get home from work, etc. And you should just come in at your own leisure. You should like wake up one morning and be like, I want to go into Decentraland and go to a Meta Party event today. It shouldn't be like, crap, let me get home, let me get on, I gotta
get on. If not, they're gonna all hate me, man. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And that's what cool vibes too. Like, even sometimes I miss you guys' events, and I'm like, oh crap, miss it. And you're like, no worries, brother. You come through next time. I'm like, that's awesome, man. Appreciate it. I had a shitty day at work today, man. So,
of course, man. I mean, anyone who would be like, hey, man, screw you for not coming through the event, like, that's a bit strange to me. That's like, what the hell? Literally, right? Like, are you the only person that's going to that event? You know what I mean? Like, no one turn up or whatever, right? It's I couldn't understand why someone would react like that, literally, mate. But it should just be a place where people can come and chill, relax, have a good time when they've got nothing going on. Like, something that you would literally do in your spare time. Like, for me, instead of playing an Xbox game, I'd rather come and be in the metaverse or do something, you know what I mean? So when I get free time from working, I go into Decentraland because that's what I actually want to do. I don't feel like, oh, I need to be at that person's event or anything. And I would just hope that they would understand that I've been working all day on Meta Party and I just want to chill on the night time. If I didn't go to that event, I just want to chill with my family, So it's a weird space to be in multiple different ways, to be honest, mate. Like, it's super fun, super interactive, super positive at times as well. But then you get the other side of it, where it's like even I've been seeing a lot of people like having Twitter beefs. Like, what is all this stuff, mate? Like, you'll never catch Meta Party in a Twitter beef. You'll never catch me posting about stuff on Twitter beefs or anything. Like, I just keep well away from that. But I've been seeing a lot more creep up in the space recently. Like, people, like, I've even seen like big creators reach out and say they've been discriminated against within the space and everything, and that's horrible to see. But it is the internet at the end of the day. People have to realise that, like, it's the internet, right? Like, we're on the internet here. Like, that's just, you're going to get trolls. You're going to get people who maybe have a bad day themselves and come in and try and take it out on other people. And you can't take the entire metaverse and think that's what it's like just because of a couple of experiences, right?
No, absolutely. I agree. I have been seeing like a bunch of like, Twitter beefs going on and stuff. But, for me, it's like, I've been in the army like 9.5 years. I've seen like, pretty horrible things, man. And I don't know, like for me, it's like when I see people, kind of like bickering, starting drama, like for me, I'm like, there's no need for all of that, And most of the time, too, in the Decentraland, like there's a lot of big leaders, like, Fancy's one of them. Like they'll just call them out, or I feel like big leaders in the community either call someone out like, hey, cut your shit out, end of story. And usually, everyone gets together and just whatever, but I don't know, for me, like, I've never been about the whole drama stuff, man. I've seen enough blood for like 3 lifetimes, man. Getting too old, man.
I can't even imagine it, mate. But yeah, it's crazy some of the stupid little arguments that go on. And for me, it's just like I look at it and I'm like, what the hell, man? Like I can't even understand why you would put that out there. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even put that on a social account, and then the post underneath that will be like, hey guys, buy my wearable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what the hell?
For sure, man.
Yeah.
But I felt, like I said too, man, like I feel like good leaders, like, yourself, Fancy, like big leaders community, they just kind of like, are super kind and respectful. Of course, there's always going to be those few bad apples, unfortunately, it's like what you said, either you deal with it or you just kind of like ignore them, because, at the end of the day, they're going to be those few bad apples who are trolling, for, certain likes and attention or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, we're grown adults, man. You just, in 2 weeks, not going to fucking matter,
No, not at all. Not at all. I also think it's like, when I speak to people in real life about work, like the space that I'm working in, how long I've been working in the metaverse for, everyone assumes like, what, you host events for like little kids, like you have loads of 12-year-olds coming through at your event. I feel like it's the complete opposite. It's normally like people from the age of maybe 18 up to 35, 40, 50 even sometimes, right? Like it's not a space where, at the moment, it's not a space where kids come in and they try to play games like Fortnite, etc. It's very different. It's like a global cafe in a way, if you know what I mean. Like that's how it was always explained when I first came into the space. It's a global cafe where people come and chill and network with each other. It's not just about like playing games, and like even these big games that are really kicking off at the moment, and credit to them, like Dice Masters, right? That is an insane project. They're doing so well there. But people even just go there to chill, right? They just go there to hang out with each other, even if they're not killing chickens. They just want to chill with each other, and that's dope to see. It really is.
No, I agree. I mean, not to kind of like change topics, but last week I was in Dice Masters and I was trying to mine some like minerals or whatever, and I was there for a hot minute just trying to grind, and then we just started talking about cars, man. We started like, I was like, man, my Mustang, for some reason, my headlights keep flickering. I hate Fords, man, for some reason, electrical issues. And then someone's like, oh dude, you need to upgrade to LED head bulbs. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah dude, same thing happened to my Mustang, upgrade to LEDs, no problem. I'm like, oh crap, I have HIDs. Dude, you're a lifesaver, man, because how many times I got pulled over at night because my lights just keep flashing. I'm like, God damn it, man.
That's dope, man. That's really cool to see. Like, and like, to be fair, right? Like, we did just mention that it can be like a toxic space at times when some people are like a bad apple, but like the big majority of it is just people helping out, chilling with each other, just like stuff like that, where you've just mentioned, like a lot of people just like having fun in the space, and it's really cool when like you're hosting an event, for example, at like Meta Party, and you go to the land randomly just to see how many people are there, and there's people just chit-chattering against each other, just like having a chat, and then you come in like, oh shit, it's Meta Party, like how you doing? And then Frisky will walk on, it's like, oh, it's Frisky, how's it going, man? And everyone just like has a chat about things and just like chills for the night, and it's like, oh, what you up to? Or just got back from work, just chilling, I love that aspect of it so much, where it's just like, I love the global cafe aspect, you know what I mean? The networking, the getting to know people from across the globe. Like, I've met people and I've worked with people from Morocco, Iran, and I would never have the chance to work with those sort of people living in England. And I get to learn about their way of life, I get to learn about the culture more and everything, and it's so cool, man. It really is.
Absolutely, I agree. And then let me see the chat. I think it's kind of going. Joker, he said, "What's up, everyone? Sorry I'm late. Hey, thanks for swinging through. Appreciate it, brother." And Fancy also wrote too. I had a Mustang convertible for a while that had weird electrical issues. I don't know, man. It's a common theme with Ford, man. I don't know. Mustangs, actually, sometimes I ramble on, man. But I remember watching this like racing show. It was like on YouTube. It was only like 6 episodes. But this guy, he was drifting like his Mustang, and one of his headlights was off. And I was like, That's the most Mustang shit I ever see, man. You know, because there's always headlights, something going on with the damn headlights or electrical issues. God damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
just crazy, man. To be honest, I have a really old Vauxhall Astra, like super old.
Oh yeah, nice, dude.
Yeah, and the issues that you get with that, man. Oh my god.
Oh man, I bet, dude.
It's crazy. Yeah, but coming over to America, mate, like you don't see any cars like that over here at all. I know it's a bit off topic from the metaverse, but coming over here, like I have not seen a single Vauxhall Astra while I've been here at all.
Oh yeah.
I'm lucky to kind of see a Golf. You know what I mean? A
Golf.
Volkswagen Golf.
Mhm.
Like you might see one, like maybe one a day or something. It's all these huge, massive trucks and Mustangs and those rides and all that sort of that. I'm like, whoa.
Oh jeez.
It's crazy, man. It's a different way of life over here for sure. And like, I was able to meet up with, Murph Jessic from DG.
Oh wow.
He literally lives like 10 or 5 minutes away from where I'm staying in Florida.
No
like,
kidding.
How crazy is that? What's the chances of that, man?
Yeah,
like, I
that's
worked with him a
nuts.
few times in events. We did a few Meta Party DG events, and I told him I was coming to Florida. And when I got here, I hit him up, and he was like, "Where are you staying?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm so and so." And he was like, "Man, I'm literally 5 minutes away from you. Let's go meet up." And that was dope, man. Like, it's dope to actually meet up with people in the States who you've worked with for a little bit on some events. And I would never get that chance in England, man, at all. I never would. There's not a lot of people from the UK in the space at all. There's really not. I think the Meta Party team is some of the only like real event hosters or contributors to the platform who are actually from the UK, right? Like, there's not a lot of people. I think Sam. I'm not sure if Sam's from the UK, like Toompunk.
Oh no
Sure if he
kidding.
is. He might be. I'm not sure. I've only ever texted with him, but the way he talks is very British, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, very British. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, mate, it's been dope having us on. I think I'm
Dude.
going to go in the pool for a bit tonight,
Hey,
mate. And just
no
relax.
worries, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to say once again, thank you so much for coming through. It's been an awesome freaking chat with you, and for the community too that's on the line, make sure you guys get involved, man. I'll drop the socials for Meta Party, their Discord link. If you guys aren't in there, make sure you guys get in there. But Rez, get some rest, brother, and I just want to say thanks again for coming through, man.
Been a pleasure, mate. Thank you for having me on. Have a good night, man. I'm super hyped for tomorrow. So yeah, I appreciate you giving me the chance to go over it again on another stream. And yeah, you're a legend, man. Have a good night.
Absolutely, brother. Take it easy, man.
Take it easy, mate. Take it easy. See you, man.
So guys, that was Rez, man, my boy, man. Isn't he so cool, dude? The one and only Rez, man. He's super cool, dude. I'm actually gonna drop the socials for his for Twitter and CyberStrife. I want you guys to get involved. There's not a lot of there's some projects I'm really big on, and Med Party, they're super cool, man. Yeah, I just want you guys to get involved, man. They're super cool community. Everyone's like really engaged, super zen people, man. I'm telling you, you gotta get in there, man. So that's the Discord link for their Meta Party Discord chat. Let me see if I could. Meta Party DCL. That's for their Twitter, and just in case you guys don't have it. Oops. So this Nightbot is pretty damn awesome, man. But CyberStrife. But yeah, I'm getting close to my time. Oh, actually, let's see. I hate that I'm always so stubborn not to wear my glasses. Let's see. I say either UK or Australian for sure. Yeah. Very nice gent. Yeah, he's a super zen dude. Rez is like like I said before, one of my first experiences in the Decentraland space was, interacting, going to the Stony, one of his events, and a few others. But yeah, Rez was like one of the communities, one of the dudes I interacted with at Meta Party community. They were just so open, It's like, man, these guys are super cool. But if you guys, I know you guys been here for a while, so I want to make sure you guys, get a chance to win a free wearable, man. So this is the Party Samurai. This was actually donated by Meta Party and the rest and the team. So if you guys want to get entered in this wearable giveaway, just get active in the chat, and I'll get Nightbot going. Hopefully Nightbot doesn't chill on me, but get active in the chat and put you in for a giveaway. Let me go try a sip of my energy drink. And by the way, once again, really appreciate you guys. Thanks again for you guys joining in and stuff. really, members like yourself, supporting, like, truly means a lot to me, and I really appreciate Fancy, Joker, Goldie, all you guys here have been active. Really appreciate you guys' time. Let's see. Lurkers, please chat. Oh, Fancy, you're super cool. Sometimes, like, when I see multiple people online, I'm like, oh, cool. Who's watching me, man? I don't know, man. Maybe they're just like, Frisky, you're full of crap, man, But you know what? Let me, Amasha, hey, what's up? Okay, thanks for swinging by. We're getting close to the end of the stream, but I just want to make sure people who are in here, I want to get them in the giveaway for the Party Samurai. So this was, like, once again, Meta Party donated a few wearables for me to give out to outstanding members like yourself in the Decentraland community. So let's give it a few more seconds and roll it up, man. But this is one of the cool skins, Party Samurai. I have a few other wearables, but make sure you guys swing by and make sure you guys get put in for other wearable giveaways. And yeah, appreciate you guys' time. We're getting close to that time limit, but let's see. I think it's been 1 minute. Let me just go roll this bad boy. Let's go. Let's do a little song. Let's go. I always wonder if there might be language barriers or maybe a hearing impairment, so I type it too. That's, Fancy, I never thought about. Thanks for bringing that up, actually. I should make a note of that. That's some really sound advice. Thank you for putting that. I never thought about. Let me see. Some pair. Yeah, I should put stuff like that. I never thought about it. Thanks again, Fancy. That's really sound advice. Sometimes I don't think that, like, hey, maybe there might be a language barrier or someone hearing impairment, and you know what, that could possibly be it as well. So, and this is Maverick. I'm gonna have to end soon because after a while, if I don't show him attention, he'll start, like, he got this snake toy he loves. He starts throwing it on me. He's like, oh, come on, let's go, Frisky. But let me go roll this bad boy. Ready? Roll it. Let's see who got it. A Mazda. Hey, Masha. Drop your ETH address and I'll send you a pair of wearables. And also, Fancy and Goldie, drop your ETH address too, man. You guys have been outstanding. Thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it, guys. And I got also another pair, but I'm just going to give it to you guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and, supporting the channel. It really means a lot, He is ready to play. For real, yeah, no kidding. Come on, let's go. Let's see. There we go. Copy that. All right. Let me go transfer. I might have to go switch over to Matic. My broke ass, man. $4 a ETH. Let's see. Alright. Continue on Polygon. Boom. Let's transfer this bad boy. Alright. Go ahead, continue. Alright, Masha, you got the Party Samurai. Everything go DCL. Cool. I got you, Goldie. Alright, so Fancy, you gotta choose. You've been really active in the chat, man, and I really appreciate your times. Would you like a pair of Inferno sneakers, or would you want... Let's see. I think I had another wearable. Let me go check. Let's go check my assets. Wearables. Let's go legendary. Let's see. Would you want a pair of Inferno sneakers, or hey, you got more than me right now? I enjoyed the show. Thank you again for hosting. Hey, like I said, everyone tuning in, and I appreciate you, engaging too, talking, really means a lot, and really appreciate, that really means a lot. Like when people are engaged, talk to me, I'm like, oh heck yeah, man, so really appreciate it. And Goldie, what would you like? Would you like some sneakers, or would you like Party Samurai? Same with you, Fancy. What would you like? Would you like a pair of sneakers, or would you like badass Inferno sneakers? I mean, these sneakers are pretty legit, man. I'd be happy with anything you care to said. Oh, right on, man. Heck yeah. Let me send you a pair. See, these are fresh to death, though, man. I actually really like these Inferno sneakers. Sometimes I always try to mix my outfits just to kind of like match. I don't know why. I think it has the right amount of emission where it glows, and I don't know, it's super cool. Let's see. Come on, MetaMask. Of course, MetaMask. Come on. Sometimes MetaMask be bugging out. Let's see. Am I? Yeah, I'm on Matic. Oh, maybe I have to go here. Let's see. There we go. Damn, I feel like I'm on Windows XP. My computer's just running so slow, man. Feel like my old, reminds me of my old computer I had back in the day. I think it ran faster than this. They're really nice. Kind of sneakerhead in DCL. Ah, fancy! You got some style. Heck yeah! Yeah, I always love like the fresh kicks. I don't know why. I think they're super cool, man. I love the skins too, but you know, I feel like when you have like like sneakers to match with it, like right kicks, super cool. Same. I bet you. Let me go. Since you party samurai goatee. All right. And after I transfer this to, I'm just gonna pull up to the DCL report schedule. I don't know why my computer is running so slow. Let's see. I think Windows XP would probably. That's not a valid IP address. Let's see. Of course. I forgot. Just dang it. Let's see. Let me actually write this down, Goldie. I'll get back to you about your ETH address, and I'll make sure ETH Goldie. Let's put Party Samurai, because I have to split here pretty shortly. But before I head out, I just want to make sure the marketplace has been really slow for me today too. Okay, cool. Now that's good to know, because sometimes I'm like, man, isn't my computer just bugging out? But yeah, thanks for letting me know, man. Fancy clutch, appreciate it. Let's see, let me go. Party Samurai. I'll make sure I'll get you, Goldie, here shortly when the marketplace starts, not going too crazy. But one of the things we do too here on the Decentraland Report, we always capture our meta moments of the day. So the Decentraland Report, we have our own community space here in Expand GG. If you guys interested, you guys can come in. Cool thing about this is like, kind of like a, I don't know how to explain, like Reddit mixed with Twitter. It's our community space or club where we have different news that comes out, or meta moments is one of the things that we do. NF Tuesday, Kevin and Earth runs that. So if you guys want to come in, one of the things we do is meta moments. So each month every reporter captures a single day their meta moment of the day, and then at the end of the month we put it in the Decentraland Report DAO proposal, and based on whoever stream was the most upvoted, we'll make a specific wearable for that. So come in, it's free to join in. If you guys want to subscribe, cool, but I just want you guys to be a part of this, so just come and join in, and vote for my post, man. So for my meta moment of the day will be today, so R07. Don't mind my typing skills, like I had such a long day today, so my brain is like once you hit that breaking point where your brain is fried. So on 07 2022 I interviewed Rezinator co-founder of Meta Party on my 10th stream. Cool. So now I'm gonna go put this little drop down. Meta moments. Oh, I can't smell for crap, of course. Let's go. Let's see if I could find it. Let's go to, where is it? Meta moments. Let's open this bad boy. Oh, why did I move this? Oops. Alright, well, there we go. Cool. Oh, it's this window. I feel like my brain's crapped out for today. So I think I'm kind of breaking the rules here. Technically, we're supposed to do it like, in the Decentraland, but this was such a great, interview with Rezinator. Super cool dude, so, I'm breaking the rules a little bit. But if you guys can, hop in the community, upvote these posts, because the more we upvote, like we'll make like unique wearables. So for June, Mariana actually won the wearable of the month, so they're going to make an ocean metal wearable. So I'm not sure how they're going to do that, but it's going to be unique, and it's in the process right now. But yeah, if you guys come in, hook me up with some votes, I will appreciate that, and yeah, and then for the Decentraland Report, so we got a bunch of reporters in our team, and We got Monday, Mariana, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by Fractilians right after 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Tuesday, Kevin on Earth, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we just recently got Meta Trekkers Chris. He's just onboarded with us. He's setting up all his, OBS studios, which is, like a challenge in itself sometimes. So he's getting all his IT stuff, squared away. But he's going to be joining, making some streams here very shortly. And he will be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. Wednesday, the one and only Frisky, you got me, 7 p.m. Thursdays, back out again with Kevin. Friday, Fabino, strictly Portuguese, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And to finish off, Saturday, we got the Big Ben, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I just want to say and articulate, truly thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you guys' time, engagement. Really appreciate all the stuff. And, people like you, supporting, coming through, giving shout outs, really means a lot to me, especially I had such a crappy day at work, and just seeing all you guys engage, it just pumps me up, just seeing such great people within this space. And, I don't know, it's always awesome, and I really appreciate it. But once again, just want to say thank you guys so much. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love, guys. I am out of here. I'll see you next week. Take care now.